Howdy! Welcome to Cryptid Caravan. With weather like this, I think it's time we cover a creature that's living underneath our vast blue ocean. That's right, it's time to release the Kraken. Where's the Kraken?
Well, traditionally, it can usually be seen in the northern parts of the Atlantic Ocean, around the areas of Scandinavia and Greenland. The Kraken often looks like either a massive octopus or squid, measuring around 100 foot.
Or if you're one of them Hollywood types, it's a big four-armed Black Lagoon-looking creature thing.
Ever since the story started by Norway's King Sverre in 1180, the Kraken has been described as having a taste for seafarers. It can use its long tentacles to drag a whole ship and its crew down under the water in one fell swoop. And if it's not successful at that, it swims circles around the ship, using its large body to create a whirlpool around the ship,
sinking them down to the briny deep. And the Kraken's been featured in some scientific journals. Not many cryptids we've covered can lay claim to that.
In 1735, biologist Carl Linnaeus classified the Kraken as a cephalopod mollusk in his book Systema Nature.
I'd just classify it as a big, giant, slimy squid monster.
But old Carl made that claim without actually sighting a Kraken. In 1853, with the remains of a Kraken's beak, Norwegian scientist Japetus Steenstrup officially declared that the Kraken was a real animal known as a colossal squid.
So much like how the chupacabra is a real coyote with the mange, the Kraken's a real cryptid too. But it probably don't eat people. Let's find out. Release the Kraken! This worked for Liam Neeson.
With knowing this, most of the sightings of Kraken are usually photos captured by a scientist, not tales of ships being destroyed. Well, there is one recent account of a Kraken attack. A racing yacht in 2003 found itself wrapped up in large tentacles that refused to let go. Now there's an older account from World War II. A man, J.D. Starkey, who was on board a British Admiralty trawler in the Pacific, claimed one swam off the side of his ship and measured 173 feet.
Kraken better be careful swimming around the South Pacific. They'll use him to feed the whole region for a month. Unless he's unlucky enough that the Japanese get a hold of him first.
Giggity giggity. Giggity goo.
In 2013, Edie Wider recorded some of the first video footage of a giant squid, though it was well under the 100-foot length of the Kraken. 3 years later, in 2016, Google Map sleuth Scott Warren spotted something strange off the coast of an Antarctic island. It appeared as a large squid head breaking the surface of the water, and this Kraken was of the reported massive length of 100+ feet.
That'd be some real cold calamari.
Turns out it was actually just a trick of perspective. This supposed Kraken is a large oceanic rock known as sail rock.
While giant squids and rocks are the explanation for most of the modern Kraken sightings,
there is one additional theory for the ancient tales. Remember, some of the myths said it could sink a whole ship in a matter of moments?
Well, you better. There's going to be a quiz.
Iceland, part of the area where the Kraken myth started, is a highly volcanic place. This could lead to the surrounding waters violently bubbling up, sinking a boat, or poisonous gases could quickly kill the crew.
And it's worth mentioning that giant squids are usually around 50 feet, much smaller than the smallest reported Kraken at 100 foot. Of course, people exaggerate. And what about the four-armed Greek Krakens?
As mentioned earlier, this version of the Kraken seems to have come into existence as nothing more than a Hollywood monster. And it's made its way into many entertainment medias, like the Clash of the Titan films, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, God of War 2, and even the Fairly Odd Parents.
And the more traditional squid form is sunken tentacles in even more places.
Well, you can find it in the second Pirates movie. Right, hang on, that's the wrong one. Yeah, him. It's also featured in films as far back as 1906's Under the Sea, and had a Sci-Fi Channel film in 2006, Tentacles of the Deep.
I'm sure it's a film of grade A quality.
In video games, you can fight a Kraken in Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb, Tomb Raider Underworld, and Risen 2. It got its own episode of Lost Tapes, and has been featured in literature since the time of Jules Verne's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and Melville's Moby Dick. In recent books, it appeared in Christensen's Pirates' Latitudes.
And if you want to tingle with this beast in your own way,
you can ride the floorless roller coaster at SeaWorld that bears its name, or grab a bottle of the Caribbean rum.
the Kraken is a creature that dates back centuries, and even if it is just a giant squid, them things are terrified enough on their own. But now I've given you the history, you can decide for yourself. Alright, I'm gonna give this one more try. Maybe if I sound like Liam Neeson.
Release the Kraken!